Sonnet 70 by William Shakespeare, 1564 to 1616. That thou art blamed shall not be thy defect, for slander's mark was ever yet the fair. The ornament of beauty is suspect, a crow that flies in heaven's sweetest air. So thou be good, slander doth but approve thy worth the greater, being wooed of time. For canker vice the sweetest buds doth love, and thou presenteth a pure unstained prime. Thou hast passed by the ambush of young days, either not assail'd, or victor being charg'd, yet this thy praise cannot be so thy praise, to tie up envy evermore enlarg'd. If some suspect of ill mask not thy show, then thou alone kingdoms of hearts shouldst owe. Okay, this is a sonnet by William Shakespeare. This sonnet is talking about criticism. It's talking about the nature of criticism and self-worth and how to take criticism, because the only way to deal with criticism is to look at it and say, is this reasonable? And then if it's not, then you need to maintain a strong value of yourself to feel important, because criticism is something that is always levelled at the great and the good, and people are jealous. Slander or criticism is something that people use to cover their own deficiencies, to cover their own blames, and that criticism ultimately reflects the errors or the mistakes or the bad characteristics of the person criticizing them. And everybody likes to criticize someone or someone that's beautiful. That thou art blamed shall not be thy defect, for slander's mark was ever yet the fair. So it's not your fault that you are being slandered. It's not your fault that people are criticizing you, because the fact that you're beautiful means you are the mark of slander, the target of slander, slander's mark. And people will always try to criticize beautiful people. It's always aimed at beautiful people. The ornament of beauty is suspect. So the fact of being beautiful makes people suspicious. They think, well, there's got to be something hiding under that beauty. It's a great cover for bad living, or a bad person inside. A crow that flies in heaven's sweetest air. So a crow that flies in heaven's sweetest air, this is saying a crow in heaven will always sully, will always dirty heaven. And someone that is beautiful will always be suspected of being a crow flying in heaven, of something in heaven that is dirtying heaven, that it will always be under suspicion. So thou be good, so you're a good person. Slander doth but approve thy worth the greater, being wooed of time. So if you're good, if you're a good person, slander likes you as a target, and it will slander will confirm that you are an even better target if you are loved by time, if you are wooed by time, because you have been wooed by time. You've been given this beauty. Time has given you your present look, because time gives and time takes away, and now you're at your prime. And the fact that being good makes you just a good target for slander, but especially because you look so good, that because you are a favourite of time. For canker vice the sweetest buds doth love, but the canker, the disease, the maggot, the worm of slander, the worm of envy, likes the sweetest buds. It goes for the most beautiful flowers. It goes for the best things. And this vice of slander, the bad people always go against the very best. And thou presenteth a pure unstained prime, and you're a perfect example. Yeah, your base, your wherever you come from, you are pure and unstained. Your beautiful look is pure and unstained, and thou hast passed by the ambush of young days, either not assail'd or victor being charg'd. So you are incredibly beautiful, and it seems like you've got past your youth without getting great vices, without being a bad person. Either you haven't been attacked by vice, or you've been victorious against this vice. So in youth it's very easy to fall prey to various different vices, and you clearly have not in your youth, either you weren't attacked by the vices, or you were the victor against these vices. Yet this thy praise cannot be so thy praise to tie up envy evermore enlarged. But praises of you can't be sufficient to hold back the attacks of envy, because here he's saying that slander, criticism, these are the attacks of envy. And be strong in the fact that you are good, believe in yourself. But praise cannot be enough to prevent envy attacking you. Envy will always attack you because you're beautiful. If some suspect of ill masked not thy show, then thou alone kingdoms of heart shouldst owe. And if there wasn't some suspicion of ill, some suspicion of evil in your appearance, because you're such a beautiful person, then you would be alone, would be loved by thousands, by millions of people. And if there wasn't some suggestion, some slander of evil, of ill in how you were described, then you would be loved by everyone. So this is about slander, and how slander or criticism comes from people who don't like you because they're envious of you. They wish they were beautiful like you. They wish they were beautiful characters like you. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Sonnet 70 by William Shakespeare.